welcome back to my channel. My name is Karen and today we're going to talk about this little guy. This is the VISEART Theory palette. I picked this up during the VIB sale and I put it to the test and now I'm ready to let you know what I think about it. So VISEART has been around for a few years, or I should say at least a year for as far as I know. They're kind of a professional makeup artist line and they started selling it at Sephora, which made it more easily accessible for regular folks like you and me. So I picked up the Dark Mattes palette last year during the VIB sale, and I really enjoyed this. Now, this is kind of what I ended up comparing this Theory palette to. I'm going to review this in a different video some other time, but everything I kind of know about VISEART, I know the quality and stuff, I compare it to this palette because I really do like this palette. So when I picked this palette up, the Minx palette, I was really pumped because the previous eyeshadow palette I showed you was all really dark matte shades, kind of geared to the fall. Now this palette is just right up my alley, everyday go-to shades right here. These pans are also removable, which is kind of cool because you could probably depot this if you're a professional makeup artist, or if you just like to have every color you really love and use every day in one like Z palette. You can depot these, which is kind of nice because this packaging is kind of a pain in the butt. And for $45, I mean, they could have probably given you a little something better. But again, it is a professional makeup line, so there's no fussy packaging. You're definitely not going to get Urban Decay packaging with VISEART. Everything's simple and clean. This is a $45 palette. You get 6 big shadow pans. Each pan is 0.13 ounces, which is a little more than a regular eyeshadow. Some eyeshadows are usually 0.08 ounces, so there's about 0.05 ounces in this shadow palette. So you get a lot of product. You're not going to run out of this palette anytime soon, so I think that is a huge plus, especially with that high price point. Again, the colors are amazing. There's 3 shimmer shades, 3 matte shades, so you can definitely create plenty of looks with just these 6 shadows. Okay, so really quick, I just wanted to swatch these shadows for you. They're really beautiful and they swatch gorgeously. They're very highly pigmented. So here is the first shade. It's a beautiful, brow bone highlight color. This brown is a perfect crease shade. And then this dark one is amazing to smoke out the outer portion of your eye. And then I'm going to swatch the glitter shades here. So let me just grab them. These feel so buttery smooth. It's amazing how good these feel. So here are the shimmer shades. Beautiful nude shade, a gorgeous bronze. This is like a fiery bronze. And then this beautiful plum taupe shade. So these are the swatches. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed my quick swatches. Now, if you have a preference of swatches, let me know. I think it's nice to switch it up every once in a while, especially with a smaller eyeshadow palette. I only had quick 6 colors to show you, so I didn't feel like I needed to do an overlay. But if you guys have an opinion on this or any opinions at all on my videos, just leave me a comment because it really helps me out. I'm a new YouTuber, and yes, I watch tons of YouTube videos, but it's really hard to try and figure out kind of what your signature is. So if I have any subscribers out there that can help me out, just leave me a comment because it would really help me out. Now back to my what is up with this Theory palette. So these are my swatches. I was really excited to have this palette. I've already kind of told you guys that, but do I think this palette is worth the hype? I'm going to have to say a big fat no on this palette. I tried so hard to work with this palette. Now, these 2 colors are probably the main reason I bought this palette because I really like the VISEART Dark Mattes palette. And I just thought their glitters were going to be insane. I was like, yes, I'm going to pop these 2 shades on my lids like every day of the week. And I was so excited. But unfortunately, the huge drawback with this is that these colors, this pigmentation does not transfer to my lids. I tried using Fix Plus. I tried like every trick in the book that I could think of to make them look nice and opaque on my lids, but it just didn't happen. So if you're balling on a budget like me, I would say skip this palette because there's better palettes out there. I'm going to go ahead and link my Powder and Pandemonium review of their eyeshadow palette. It has very similar shades. You actually get more shades for less money and the quality is amazing. So I'm going to link that video below because you can pick up that palette, and I do think they ship worldwide too. Sorry, I'm not trying to plug another palette, but I just feel like that's a really good dupe for this palette. Now there's also 2 other palettes in the Theory palette line. I haven't tried those 2, so if you love those palettes, let me know. If you love this palette, let me know. Maybe you have some tricks that help this palette work better on your lids. For me, this was just a quick pass. I know I talked to Tina from the Fancy Face. She's a huge YouTuber here. She actually happened to reply to one of my Instagram comments on her video, on one of her posts the other day. And I had asked her, I was like, Tina, what do you think of these palettes? Because I tried one of them and I really didn't like them. And she's got all the VISEART palettes, like she has the whole collection. And she actually responded to my Instagram comment and told me she wasn't very satisfied with the quality of this palette either. So I don't know if it's like a trend, if everyone's feeling that way, or if it's just me. But I know for my subscribers and me personally, I like to get good quality. If I'm gonna pay a lot of money for something, I wanna know that it works. So that's why I do these reviews for you guys. So if you found this video useful or entertaining or helpful, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!